you're not as severely ill and you're not getting hospitalized at the same rate. And you're not dying.
And you might be less likely to pass the virus to someone else. So again, big picture view here is really important.
We need that, Dr. Ashton. Thank you. Great to have you back on Scene Clinic throughout the hour. Kira Phillips, she hasn't abandoned me yet. She's here with the headline. Hey there, Kira.
I haven't for 20 years.
Where's Woof Woof?
We're going to start with that COVID-19 resurgence that you were just touching on, TJ. Doctors calling it a pandemic of the unvaccinated. LA County in California seeing a 20-fold spike in cases in the past month, reporting 5,000 more just on Tuesday. Doctors saying some victims of the virus are begging for the vaccine and told it's too late. They say getting the shot is the best way to honor those loved ones lost and stop the spread of the Delta variant. And now to the Capitol insurrection probe about to get underway. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy threatening to boycott it after Speaker Nancy Pelosi knocked out two of his choices for that panel. She says Congressman Jim Jordan and Jim Banks, who voted to overturn the election, jeopardizes the integrity of the committee. Republicans previously blocked an independent bipartisan effort to investigate the Capitol siege. The panel moves forward next week, and we will be there. A couple in Southern California now facing manslaughter charges after a grand jury indictment. Officials say sparks from their gender reveal event accidentally ignited the El Dorado blaze that killed a forest firefighter and caused millions of dollars in widespread destruction. The couple pleading not guilty and released without bail. And finally, the story we can't get enough of. From the boards on that championship court to the crowded, packed streets of downtown Milwaukee, the Bucks honored in a very memorable victory parade today. Champs once again for the first time in half a century. And TJ, one of our favorite stories, of course, and our favorite players, Giannis Antetokounmpo, taking his NBA championship and finals MVP trophy, strapping him into his car in the passenger seat, rolling up to a drive-thru and ordering 50 chicken nuggets to represent every point he made in Game 6. You gotta love it.
That really sounds like something I do. That was
Although he ordered half a Sprite and half a lemonade, you'd be ordering something else.
True. That is very true as well. That's why 20 years. You know me so well. Kira, thank you as always.
Secrets.
Folks, stay with us here on GMA3. A whole lot more ahead, including a guy that's in the room where it happens. Yes, one of the key negotiators on that $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. Capitol spotlight right now. Montana Senator John Tester will join us. Also, Amy Robach will be back. Just an inside look at a Tokyo that nobody was expecting. Stay with us, folks, on GMA3. We are right back.
ABC's GMA3. What you need to know.
Woof,
Brought to
woof,
you
where?
by Brestree. A lot of people think dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me breathe better, everything would be fun and nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Brestree. Brestree gives you better
All right,
breathing,
let me try
symptom
this
improvement,
tab.
and
I'm going to close.
it's the first and
This
only
tab,
COPD medicine proven to reduce
HAPS.
flare-ups by 52%.
Please add me on HAPS. Nobody added Woof Woof. Hello to the viewer that just
It is
joined.
not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Brestree more than
I
prescribed.
couldn't, when I was on camera, I was all blurry and I don't know why.
Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth
All
or
right.
tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision
I'm going
changes,
back.
or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Brestree.
Let's see who else is on
It's a
the
beautiful reflection of everything you've been through. That's why Dove renews your skin ceramides and
trending
strengthens it
list.
against dryness for softer, smoother skin you can lovingly embrace. Renew the love for your skin with Dove body wash.
Okay, I'm going to click on my broadcast to see if you can hear anything. Because, well, not anything, but if you can hear well, because the TV is on. Not it's the TV and not the computer audio. Let me see. This one right here, let's see. It's unmuted. I don't hear anything, though. Wait, that headphones are plugged in. Let me see. Can you hear?
Extra 25% on select categories. Weekdays are back in style. JCPenney.
There's a delay, but can you hear?
20 years, Frontline Plus is the #1 name in flea and tick protection. With Frontline, you and your pet can go anywhere. No matter how you define it. Frontline. Here, there, everywhere.
Protein with 30 grams of protein. Those who try to have more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
The background noise is not good. The background noise is not good. I still don't know. Well, I played the replay the other day, and I don't think it's just the computer because it was on the replay. I played the replay the other day, and I don't think it's just the computer because it was on the replay. I played the replay the other day, and I don't think it's just the computer because it was on the replay. All right, I'm gonna. Where's the mute? Hello, can you hear, or is there background noise?
Last night, he's confident a bill will come. Listen.
The vote on Monday is a motion to be able to proceed to this issue. Then they're going to debate the issue of the elements, the individual elements of this plan. It's necessary. No, I really mean it. It's going to not only increase job opportunities, it's going to increase commerce. It's a good thing, and I think we're going to get done.
One of the people in the room, one of the bipartisan negotiators, is Democratic Senator from Montana, Mr. Jon Tester. Senator, thank you for being here. And look, all the headlines. Infrastructure vote failed. Republicans block. Infrastructure package fails. Republicans rebuff. Senate Democrats lose vote. Despite all those headlines, this thing is still on. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I do. We do not have on final text. That's the reason the Republicans said they were going to vote no, and they did. I still think that there's plenty support on both sides of the aisle to get this bill across.
I was getting feedback. The camera turned itself on.
Let me talk to my
Bio-selective season.
All right, should I hang up this one to see if the? Let me see. What about now? Now I can't hear anything because
It's gotta be time. Allergy stuff.
I hung up the other feed.
It's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just one day, 90% felt powerful 24-hour relief. So be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
I always thought that cigarette smoking just messed up your lungs. I never thought that at only 45 would give me a heart attack. My tip is, do your heart a favor and quit now.
You can quit. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW for help getting free medication.
Welcome back to GMA 3, and well, she's not here, but she's here. It's the best we can do with Amy Robach right now. Not in our Times Square studio, but of course, she has a big assignment overseas, the Olympics. Let's bring her in. Hey there again, Robes. Look, we've been talking about you doing this trip and going to the Olympics for quite some time. This is not the Tokyo necessarily that we were all expecting.
That's right. And we got an is live just outside of the Olympic Stadium. And we got to hear directly from some of the city residents on their biggest concerns as these games get underway. We're less than 24 hours away from the opening ceremony, but there's a cloud hanging over the games. In the midst of uncertainty, fighter jets are still practicing for an opening event that will have no in-person away from stadiums. We walk in sweltering 95-degree heat toward one of the areas we're able to visit during first days in the country. This is one of the few limited we have able to hear Tokyo. Enthusiasm, very under rising.
Maybe we'll
with participation in the opening ceremonies, TJ.
And robes and it off the table that the game became increasing cases every day. There have been protests there. There's an official that said he wouldn't really still count. Is that still something even on the back burner or the back of it?
It caused quite a stir when he said that, but it does seem that despite those increasers of COVID Tokyo and associated with the games, it looks like the game. A lot of people coming down with, I think we're up to 91 of people who are associated.
Please. All right.
They do.
With us. Three coming on. On college, something you want to try. You're not sure. Look at some of the health benefits there. Also, we'll sit down with a medicine.
from promptings and from dresses to new adventures where you give, the less they'll miss. But even if your teen was vaccinated against meningitis in the past, they may be missing all common up to 1.5 survivors of meningitis will have long-term vaccines your teen might need. Make sure you vaccination.
Right. Well, no one made me feel more about teacher Miss James. Try saying, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history.
I know, crunch. One wash, stains are gone.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. It's gotta be Tide.
I'm in here. Church. By you.
Okay, I should. On my computer.
This is home. Itchy, July, scratch, getting clean, sketch, Charmin Ultra Strong. Just your family cleans better, so your family use less. Enjoy the go. More joy out here. The scent. With Velveeta. Metro by T-Mobile knows you're right now. There's 0 fees to switch. Plus, get 4 free Galaxy phones. Just $25 a line for 4 lines. Metro, empowering you to rule your day.
Welcome back to GMA3. Welcome back to GMA3.
Thank you.
I should welcome you as well. It's just been so lonely here without you guys.
Yeah, right.
No, Dr. Sutton has been great.
He is amazing.
Fantastic. So it was great he could step in while you were gone, but it's good to have you back.
Thank you, my friend.
Going to bring something to our attention
Yeah.
here. Causes of death. We know the COVID moves off that list as a major cause of death, leading cause, but Heart disease.
Still number one. And this was an alert put out based on data tracked by the CDC, put out by the American Heart Association. And I've been in touch with them. A lot of picture points here and where COVID and our mortality still the number one killer in this country and worldwide for men and women. For 3 cause of death. Staggering to how do they, and again, we many times it's really about alcohol consumption. All of those things affect the heart and cardiovascular disease. We've also talked about the fact that people having symptoms of heart attacks, afraid to seek
What the hell is this? I'm gonna break your wrist.
keep our whole story wide open.
Attention. Every week, Elan Medical Care. $104 to your Social Security check. Your screen to see if you qualify for 100. New Medicare plans may include free eyeglasses, free hearing aids, free meal delivery, free prescription, and much more. Also qualify for a plan with $0 premiums, $0 deductibles, and no copays. Call now. There is no obligation to enroll.
Just call 800-292-4011. Now that's 22.
Important message.
Welcome back to GMA's Repo. What you need to know. Sign of the times, my goodness. Do you see what's happening here? That's a little terrifying. This is a soccer field in Bolivia. Teams gone scrambling because this dust devil whipping up as the match was about to begin. Everybody got out of there. No injuries reported. Video before this, Dr. Ashton. I said, is this really?
Yeah.
So I get what you were saying.
And it looks like it's being sped up, but then you look at how the people are moving and you realize that that air is in radius on that.
Dr. Ashton, answering my question, dust devils, but she'll get your questions now. Let's go with the first one here. About Dr. Ashton, acupuncture. Can acupuncture actually help alleviate stress?
There is some data on this. Jeez. And again, we are a little bit behind the times in terms of non-Western medical approaches. Acupuncture has been part of TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, for thousands of years. Every major academic medical center in the U.S. has either looking into it or offering it or has some providers that are licensed and credentialed and can perform it. And there's some data that suggests that it can reduce stress by affecting the neurotransmitters in the brain, cortisol levels, epinephrine, dopamine, serotonin, points that are typically targeted in acupuncture around the ear, inside of the wrist. I have tried it, TJ, because you know that I'm the type of doc that typically does not recommend something to my patients that I wouldn't actually do or try myself. I found it relaxing, and those needles are the diameter of one hair follicle, so it does not hurt. I promise. And it was relaxing.
All right, Dr. Ashton, thank you for that. Thank you all for your questions. You can keep them coming now. Submit them to Dr. Jen on her Instagram at Dr. J. Ashton. We're going to turn to, we just love our doctors around here. We got another one coming up now. One who's gaining a lot of attention lately, past couple of years, for writing and performing personal medleys to his cancer patients.
You're so rare, you really care, with love.
TJ, as if he is spreading more joy and empathy in his first book called Love is the Strongest Medicine, notes from a cancer doctor on connection, creativity.
Eisenberg of the California Cancer Associates and reading. See the guitar there. Anyway, how long have you been playing the guitar?
I've been playing guitar since I've always been a songwriter. Guitar since I was a kid, TJ, and older. But I decided in oncology I had to apply these songs to the people who needed them the most, my patients, to remind them that they are not their cancer going through cancer treatment.
And Dr. Eisenberg,
diagnosis.
Right, I think that's the old school way of putting it. But this idea of these doctors, is that something you see that's emphasized? Maybe is it in America? Not enough? Is dating?
You know, sir, our body goes in so much fear and we sort of shut down. And so when I'm talking about love, I want to break it down into LV. To observe all the non-verbal things that are going on in the exam room, all the people we're surrounding ourselves with. And when we listen in a V, verbalize from the heart, verbalize in a way where we can hear each other and hear each other from our hearts. And then E is for empathy, empathize. When I can get into your shoes, that's where trust comes in. That's where the true connection comes in. And that's where love is the strongest medicine. We can be like family, each other like family. And that's the best way to approach when you're going through cancer.
And Steve, first of all, I love a good acronym in medicine. You know that we put those acronyms in use as much as possible. But in addition to being an oncologist and obviously more about how that is there, as we just saw. So can you tell us a little bit more stories about the benefit?
Extremely stressful period in my medical career. I entered a story writing contest for my favorite musician, Peter Himmelman, and the grand prize was Peter writes a song for you. I happened to win the contest, and so I got this song back from my favorite music, everything that brought me joy in my life, and it reminded me, musician, about everything that brought me, why I became it to do an oncology. I wanted to these times in their lives.
Look, these are original songs. Everybody gets their own song. Every song here, song. And you know what? You know, we played and for us here at GMA3 as well. When I say us, I mean for our own Dr. Ashton. Let's take a listen.
You're born in America. Dr. Jim has much empathy and compassion, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Steven, thank you. No one has ever written a song for you.
Oh, you were loving that song.
Thank you. So happy that she loved it. And thank you guys for having me so much. I'm so happy and I got so much having.
Well, Doctor, thank you. Patients need, and that's what our team does for us. Recognize and we appreciate down the road. Dr. Ashley Russ as well. So we recognize it, we appreciate it. We'll see you down, okay? Books are sold. Through books, family friends, kids in Dana's Bakery. That Underground Railroad, we are going coming.
Here. Healthy schools. Wow. He's here. Like. Invite knowledge in with Connections Academy. Tuition-free online public school designed to help every student succeed on their own terms. Don't settle for products that give you a sort of white smile. Try new Crest Whitening Emulsions for 100% whiter teeth. Its highly active peroxide droplets swipe on in seconds. Better, faster, 100% whiter teeth. CrestWhiteSmile.com. Pain hits fast, so get relief fast. Only Tylenol Rapid Release Gels have laser drilled holes. They release medicine fast. Tylenol Rapid Release Gels. Is Angel's soft and strength? And his mom thinks so. No. Angel Soft, an ideal balance of softness and strength. And Angel that color as well as your sheets. Shadows L'Oreal. Elevated weathers. Ever for faster to keep any quick. Formulas.
Labor Day.
Something on your mind. Chew on it. Twizzlers. Feeling stressed in your skin? Not with new Olay Wash, which improves skin 3. Body, fearless in my skin.
We know it makes the
Affected rage, hot flashes, exhaustion. All night. Here's to being tired day and up at a woman ever. Estrogen relieves major menopause symptoms. Oh, God, 3 more. Vitamin so on skin.
You know we love you, but while our food has gotten healthy, it hasn't really changed. Your food flavor. It's time for fresh meat and veggies. Food with expirations that belongs in the which in the fridge next to ours. Now.
water before leaf filter? Well, for starters, to clean those nasty gutters.
Clogged gutters caused so much damage to my home. The roof leak, the basement, and my ladder did not get along.
To be honest, dangerous. I would cringe every time we had to climb the ladder to clean the gutters.
What do you leaf filter? Everything. Inspection, installation, the lifetime transferable warranty, and I don't back. So how?
That makes us feel
Good. You'd recommend. So I take it you meant leaf filter?
Absolutely no. Leaf filter is a no-brainer.
Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or go to getleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection and estimate. Call or log on today and save 15%.
My brother and I are looking for
Look, lady, I gotta be honest with you. I could get you there, but yet Anaconda, Piranha. Plus, what's out there? You've never read it. Consider it up.
Unfortunate. Sorry, Frank.
Sorry, strong form. Here we go.
Disney's Jungle Cruise. Get tickets now. Experience it in theaters July 30th or pre-order PG-13.
And one of these golfers.
I am the queen of the green. I'm like from outer planet.
Brings the first ace of the season. New Holy Moly at its new time tonight.
I'm giving it 10 seconds. If it doesn't fix itself, I'm hanging it up. 10, 9,
You're already out
8,
ideas for keeping the kids entertained.
7.
It's a long summer sometimes, right? Maybe you're just craving a sweet treat for the kids. Well, our next guest got you covered. She's a pastry chef, author of Dana's Bakery, 100 Decadent Recipes for Unique Desserts. She also happens to be the founder of a local favorite, Dana's Bakery. So there's Dana. Dana Pollard is joining us now. Dana, it's good to see you, and I'm always fascinated. This is about, we're going to make this traditional treat, but this is a second career for you. You're trained in something else, if you will, a magazine photo editor. You switched, and now you're a pastry chef. A lot of folks will get a quick tip of pointer. Oh, hear that? Just give for folks who are trying to do that type of pivot. A lot of pivoting during the pandemic, but what would you tell somebody who's trying to make a big shift like that?
So I went from muscle and fitness to owning a bakery. And if I can do that, you can do it. You just have to follow that passion and have fun with it, right? Have fun with what you're doing, which is why we're here. It's what it's all about.
Fun, and that's a good tip. So fun, and we're going to go with it. And we're talking about s'mores here, but not the way we're used to. So what's first? What's unique first about this? And then tell me the first step.
So this is a unique recipe because it's so easy to make. All you need are a few ingredients and a microwave, and it's kind of my spin on the Rice Krispie treat. It's a s'mores treat, and it's s'mores season. You can eat them all year round, literally.
All right, we're starting with what?
I can show you how to make them. Do you want to learn?
Butter and marshmallows is what they have on my list first.
Yeah. So we have a bag of mini marshmallows, 3 tablespoons of butter. You need you need a graham cracker cereal, so like a Golden Graham, a Cocoa Pebble, like Cocoa Krispies type of thing, and some mini chocolate chips and some cinnamon. That's it. Super simple. You're gonna put your microwave on. You want to melt the marshmallows in the butter. So we're gonna melt that in the microwave. When it comes out, you're gonna microwave it a little longer than I am. I did a little a head start just so that we could be ready for you.
Gotcha.
But you're going to take your marshmallows. You're going to mix it up with the butter. Just get it all mixed in there. And then you're going to transfer it to a larger bowl because you want to make sure that all of your food goes into your treats, not stuck on the bowl, right? And we don't want anything falling out. I'm all about getting everything in the bowl. There's butter in there, so it's easy to transfer. You're gonna pour your cereal into the bowl. You can tell this is a really easy recipe to make, right?
Yeah.
Kind of hard to mess this one up. And your kids can help you, which is really fun. I have 2 girls. They help me in the kitchen all the time. Throw in your other cereal. and then you guess what's next. We're gonna mix it up. It's like a good arm workout.
Oh, wow.
And you can hear the crunch, right? You can hear this.
Now, how much more? Is it just the stirring, or how much more is going to end up being added to this?
And you're going to just sprinkle it with mini chocolate chips.
Okay.
Now, I'm a huge advocate of making recipes your own. The whole cookbook is really, we give you recipes, all classic nostalgic desserts, and I put our own spin on it. So we have a chapter for red velvet, we have a chapter for s'mores, we have a chapter all over cereal, and under each chapter, I always tell people, make this your own. That, you know, you love to make, and I always tell making chocolate chips, put white chocolate chips on it, put other cereal on it, whatever you want to do,
and then we have
make
to
it your
cook
own.
this now?
No, you just let it sit.
Oh.
Get room temperature, and that's really all it is. And then you cut them up, and then you eat them all basically in one day.
We have in one day. Wow. And we have ours here in front of us, I believe, that you sent over, or someone here made. Dana Polly, it is such a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here. You see the book here, folks, Dana's Bakery. It's available wherever books are sold. And you are a local. We hope to have you here in the studio next time, all right?
I will see you soon. Thank you so much.
All right, Dana, thank you so much, folks. And up next, we come back on GMA3 Star. Well, a couple of productions getting a lot of attention right now, including critically acclaimed Amazon Prime series, The Underground Railroad. We are going to chat with that young fella, Aaron Pierre, working with some of the world's top directors. Stay with us, folks.
This is not just innovation. This is smarter innovation. With hands-free autofill. So you can hit the treadmill. This is the light wall refrigerator that's a real illuminator. And turbo cool tech that lets you play it cool. This is checking it here, setting it there. Cool, controlled, connected. This is GE Profile.
The airport can be a real challenge for new homeowners who have become their parents. Okay, everybody, let's do a ticket check. Paper tickets. We're off to a horrible start, but we can overcome it. We're not going to point out our houses, landmarks, or major highways during takeoff.
Don't buy anything. I packed so many delicious snacks, but they're...
Nope.
There's a ballpark when Group 2 is going to get boarded.
2 hours and 58 minutes.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bump your glass.
Someone should have left home earlier.
We pull people off the street and ask them about their hearts.
How's your heart?
My heart's pretty good. You sure?
How do you know? You're driving a car, you have to check engine light. But the heart doesn't have a hey, check heart sign.
With KardioMobile, the FDA-cleared personal EKG device, you can take a medical-grade EKG in just 30 seconds from anywhere. KardioMobile is proven to detect atrial fibrillation, one of the leading causes of stroke. KardioMobile is available for just $89. Order at KardioMobile.com or Amazon.
Right now at Macy's, dust yourself off and get back in there. With great deals on jeans and classic tees. Plus, get an extra 20% off at Macy's.
Did you know diarrhea is often caused by bad bacteria in food? Try Pepto Diarrhea. Its concentrated formula coats and kills bacteria to relieve diarrhea. See, Pepto Diarrhea gets to the source, killing the bad bacteria. So make sure to have Pepto Diarrhea on hand. Your skin isn't just skin. It's a beautiful reflection of everything you've been through. That's why Dove renews your skin's ceramides and strengthens it against dryness for softer, smoother skin you can lovingly embrace. Renew the love for your skin with Dove Body Wash.
What a pleasant morning! It's warm, but not too warm. Why is he so happy?
He's happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol.
So, I propose a quiet, meditative walk through nature. Let's go,
Arm & Hammer Plus OxyClean with odor plasters. Stains are removed and odors eliminated. For a deep, powerful clean. More power to you.
Trusted by pet owners for over 20 years, Frontline Plus is the #1 name in flea and tick protection. With Frontline, you and your pet can go anywhere. No matter how you define it. Frontline. Here, there, everywhere.
You'd never want leftover food residue on your surfaces, but that's what you could be doing with a used dishcloth.
So switch to Bounty for a more hygienic clean. Unlike used dishcloths that can redistribute residue, Bounty keeps your surfaces clean. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Bring your eyes into the spotlight with Lumify eye drops. Lumify has a unique formulation that dramatically reduces redness to help your eyes look brighter, whiter, and more luminous, radiant, vibrant for up to 8 hours. Lumify is doctor recommended and gets a whole lot of buzz. It's not a trick of the light, it's Lumify, your little secret for letting your eyes' natural beauty shine through. Lumify, you won't believe your eyes.
We women are in the know about everything. So why don't we know how much estrogen is in our birth control pill? Get to know Lolo. Lolo Estrin FE provides pregnancy prevention with the lowest daily dose of estrogen. That's so Lolo.
Serious risks of birth control pills include blood clots, stroke, and heart attack, which can be fatal. Smoking increases these risks, especially if you are over 35. So Lolo Estrin FE users should not smoke. Don't take the pill if you've had any of these conditions or high blood pressure that medicine can't control. Certain cancers, liver disease, unexplained vaginal bleeding, are taking hepatitis C drugs, or if you could be pregnant.
Ask your doctor about Lolo, the birth control pill with the lowest daily dose of estrogen. Are you in the low?
The two of you are a canine unit.
That's a beautiful thing.
I know you have my back.
And you're back too. Good boy. Turner and Hooch, original series now streaming only on Disney+.
GMA tomorrow, we've got one word for you, Turks. Superstar Turks Bentley kicking off your summer weekend performing for you tomorrow. Only on
Good Morning America, sponsored by Caesar Rewards. ABC tonight.
We're moving.
To when?
To 9, 8 Central.
I guess that means I'll see you later, alligator.
What?
What, you never heard that? Never mind. When Nature Calls with Helen Mirren, now an hour later. ABC tonight.
I'm Craig Ferguson. This is The Hustler.
Hi, I'm Todd with Gutter Shutter by Pacific Gutter Company. Gutter Shutter is the strongest gutter system on the market. Using the principle of liquid adhesion, water rolls in while leaves and fir needles roll off. Never clean out your gutters again. Gutter Shutter is guaranteed for life, never to clog. Call Gutter Shutter today and take a full 10% off your Gutter Shutter system. Call during this program and I'll even throw in the Drain Defender on every downspout at no additional charge. Also, no interest and no payments for 18 months. Gutter Shutter, the last gutter system your home will ever need.
From burns to bug bites and anything in between, Family Matters wants you to stay safe when having fun in the sun. Sunburns increase your risk of skin cancer. Use the appropriate sunscreen whenever you're outside. Also, be ready to treat bug bites, especially if you're allergic. In general, just be prepared and have a well-stocked first aid kit handy for any emergency. Go to katu.com/Family Matters for more information.
Because K2 and Providence Health and Services know that family matters.
Appy's Triple Topper Pizza Special makes your summer reunion delicious.
We really don't know what happened.
Well, I think this man had something to do with it. I was involved. Why would I be standing around, bro? Damn.
His nose is bleeding. I think he got that when she was trying to defend herself.
I don't like this dynamic at all.
My nose has been bleeding for hours, man. I don't know why it's doing that.
Charles, something's wrong with your mother. She's asking for you, honey.
Well, we're all in this now. We are responsible for that woman. I've got nothing against this man. I'm just doing what needs to be done.
Yo, let me tell you, this movie is a ride from start to finish. Yes, this is an M. Night Shyamalan flick. Now, people call it a psychological thriller. Some even call it a horror movie. I would go there because I was terrified for most of this movie for a number of reasons. It's called Old, and you all need to know this name and face of our next guest. He is starring in Old, and you'll also find him now in the critically acclaimed limited series, The Underground Railroad. It is our pleasure to welcome from across the pond, Mr. Aaron Pierre. Aaron, good to see you, my man. One of your co-stars, Alex Wolff, was here yesterday telling us about Old, and you know what he told us? Absolutely nothing. Because it's difficult to promote this movie. You don't want to give away so much. So give us something about this movie that you think will really draw people into it.
Man, I think it's, I'll say as much as I can say. It's a really, yes, it's a thriller. Yes, it's, horror, but it also asks really interesting questions in regards to time and values and perspective. And in this context, you know, it's very trippy. You know, I was fortunate enough to be at the premiere in New York and just be present with an audience while they were watching it. And it was such a joy to be there with people who were seeing it for the first time. So, yeah.
Yeah, what kind of reactions did you see from people? Because I ended up watching it on my own. So I'm curious how other people, how did they receive it?
It was, I mean, I think it was received really well and as it was intended to be received. You know, it's also particularly interesting watching it as a group, you know, in a group dynamic. I also watched it for the first time on my own, like you. And it's definitely a different experience when you watch it in a crowd with everyone sort of reacting at the same time in different ways. It's a trip. It's a trip.
A trip. That's the best way to describe this movie. It's a trip, y'all. But you have Barry Jenkins, M. Night Shyamalan. You've been working with 2 Academy Award-winning directors. All that's happening with you right now, are you having some pinch myself moments and some of the things you're getting to do and who you're getting to do it with?
Absolutely, absolutely. Even to this day, you know, I pinch myself and just have to remind myself that this is really happening because, you know, it's been a dream of mine from a very young age to be working on material of this level and with creatives who I admire and respect greatly. So I'm truly honored, grateful, and just trying to smell the roses, man, and be present in this special moment.
Aaron, it's an absolute pleasure, man. Congrats on all that's coming your way. Congratulations on Old as well. Next time you're in New York, hopefully we can get you to stop by here, all right?
Most definitely. I appreciate you, man.
All right, folks. Old in theaters starting tomorrow. Underground Railroad can be streamed on Amazon Prime Video. He is fantastic in Old, and he delivers the line of the movie. When you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's fantastic.
Cannot wait to see it. All right, my friend, final thoughts today inspired from the world of mental health psychology. Can being a morning person, which is called your chronotype, how the circadian rhythms that we all go through and affect our behaviors and our health, can that make you a happier person? There is some data to suggest that people who get up very early in the morning tend to have greater sense of well-being. That must make us the happiest people on the planet since we're up pretty darn early every day. But obviously this is something that can change throughout our lifetime. So just something to pay attention to, how our sleep affects our mental health.
But does that matter? Some people are naturally morning people. We are forced to, if we like it or not.
Yes, it is a real thing. Some people are naturally better in the morning. Some people are naturally better in the evening.
All right, folks. That's what you need to know from 2 very happy people today here on this Thursday for our happy Amy Robach in Tokyo. All of us here at ABC News. Folks, have yourself a great day. You will see her back tomorrow as well. Welcome back. Fantastic.
Come on, dance with me. I'm never to you. Roll up, you're my race car. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me.
ABC News honored winner for the 2nd straight year with the Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television. ABC News, America's #1.
(501-1452). That's 1-800-501-1452.
We would be very honored to create beautiful glass art memorials for you remembering your loved ones. We invite you to call or visit our website to learn more. Greg, Christina, and the Artful Ashes team.
When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC.
Today on Vet Saving Pets, an accidental fall leaves little Riley leaning on Dr. Boyd for help.
He's broken one of his front legs. We need to go to surgery to fix this fracture.
A rescue kitty that needs some dental work.
Does he look like he's going to lose all the canines?
Maybe 1, maybe 2. We'll see what the x-rays show.
And Cyril the cat's heart is working overtime.
We don't know what causes the hypertension. It could be a tumor in his brain.
With over 20,000 patients each year, this is one of the busiest emergency animal hospitals in North America. These are the specialists who devote their lives to caring for pets, no matter what it takes. These are Vets Saving Pets.
Why is Vets Saving Pets on, and where is
It's a busy day at
DBO?
the Veterinary Emergency Clinic. And Dr. Boyd is about to receive a visit.
And that's wrong.
With an injured leg.
We have a dog coming in as an emergency. His name is Riley. He's a Chihuahua, and he's a wiggly little guy, and I guess squirmed out of somebody's arms and fell.
My name is Linda, and I was out with my Great Danes, and my friend was looking after my Chihuahua, and she picked him up, and he jumped out of her arms. So right now, I'm just waiting to meet with Dr. Boyd, and we're going to go over exactly what's wrong with Riley.
He's broken one of his front legs, and so you can see that he's broken clean across there.
I just thought he had dislocated his shoulder, and then
Bye.